So let's see, we brought Glamour up. We also got a point in Decipher Handwriting. Scouting we brought up and is level 10 and is saying we can go higher. I think. Which we might do. You increased your geometric laws by 1, which is a geometry skill. Not that useful. Let's see, we had a couple people compete for our college, and we decreased our vitality by 2. Melcresta is doing some plotting and is trained in listen. So I just very quickly am going to see if we can continue that adventure or if that's just where that stops. Nope, it's still there and looks like it continues where we left off. So we want to bring up our conversation skill. Actually, I'm just going to look it up. Meeting, that's not how you spell that. At the tavern. Academagia. Because I want to see if conversation just unlocks a new thing. Okay, charm plus conversation at 10. Our conversation 6, our charm is 4. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so I don't know how this works anymore. That's a pain. Theory of astrology is theory of astrology versus a 7. And that's plus our intelligence. Okay, so here's the thing. I did conversation. I have 6 in conversation. I have 4 in charm. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That should be in 10. I should have... Conversation should have been green. I actually did double check in the mod base to make sure the roles actually said charm plus conversation, stuff like that. Because this is the first time I'm seeing things like this. So let's just cut out the charms, the luck, the main attributes, and just go off conversation. So if I did pass that, that would open option 6, which is navigation. And my navigation is probably okay. I don't remember what navigation is under, so I'm not even going to go check. So I think what we're going to do for Monday is rest, bring up our vitality up, back to 6, and reset our stress. And, yeah, I guess I have to decide what we want to focus on. You're in the middle of some serious homework when, out of nowhere, a small worm appears and begins eating your papers. Your professor will never believe a worm ate your homework. This one sounds familiar. I don't know if it happened in this playthrough or one of my personal playthroughs, but this one sounds familiar. Okay, deal with the setback and redo your homework later. No. Research. Quickly research what kind of worm you're dealing with. Etiquette and ambush and worms. Let's just do research. That seems like the correct thing to do. You look up the worms marking in Bedford's annual book of worms, which just happens to be handy, and learn that you're dealing with the voracious and terrible Icena Aditio, whose idea of a feast is nothing more or less than delicious books full of knowledge. You just may be able to use this knowledge to capture the little beastie. Okay. And it seems that it gave me a bonus to worms. Capture that worm. Let's go for it. Using some delicious looking but irrelevant papers as bait, you lure the worm towards a glass jar. Unfortunately, you really don't have any idea what kind of papers this worm might like. You try everything available, but by the time you find a morsel for the little monster, it's much too late for your homework, and the worm decides to retreat to the safety of a hole in the wall. It's all very vexing. It seems there's still exams for arithmetic. Okay. Oh, this seems like a hard class. I'm not seeing that many high numbers. Okay. Well, there's a 40. 43. Okay. I think Courtenay de Sorvel got the highest in arithmetic. Good for him. And he's in a clique called the Lucky Stars, which has Anna, himself, and Els Rotmunde. I have no idea who you are, but apparently we have a relationship. Cool. Prudence was in that class and got 16, which isn't great. And Melacressa was in that class and got 30. You temporarily increased your worm skill by 3. That probably only lasts the day, so And we got a point of stress, which is fine. I mean, not really, but it's fine. I'm a little saddened by our last adventure. I guess I should bring up conversation, which would be under befriend. So maybe I'll work on that. Or maybe I'll work on our study levels for now. Yeah, well, let's focus on school for a little bit. See what happens. Oh, apparently nothing. Let's see, did I learn anything interesting? Not really. There's still exams for rhetoric. Let's see if we can find any high numbers here. I think 62 looks the highest so far. Oh, a 66 by Cyrus here. Yep, looks like Cyrus is the highest for that. Oh, more students. But still looks like Cyrus beat them all. I've gained narrow-focused history. This action allows a person to focus their knowledge of history into 2 separate subskills, increasing each by 2 points for 3 full days. So it's a temporary increase to my history subskills. Prudence was in that class and got a 36. Evelyn got a 22. And Lambert got a 31. Well, Library of Longshade, and we're going to work on conversation. I should probably also find out what navigation would be under. Control? No. Raid. Yeah, it's under raid. Cool. Navigation is 3. So even if I raised that. So should I focus on astrology then? Yeah, let's focus on the theory of astrology then. Because that looked like it was less work to do. Hopefully. Hey, some students say to you as you're walking by, you're good at intricate stuff, right? Instead of waiting for your reply, the students surround you and start excitedly telling you about what they're up to. We need someone with your skills to pull off something cool. We're trying to pull a prank on Vetter Kanta. Another of the students pipes in, and we need you to help us do it. If you don't, we might just have to pull the prank on you. Great. Oh, and this ain't great. Okay, well, we're... this guy, is he... Yeah, this is the guy who has a affinity for water. I think he's the guy who was warning us about, midterms. So, let's see. Forgery, fake Vetter's handwriting. Or a lie, prank the pranksters. Oh, that'll go well. I guess forgery? Let's just try it. It doesn't take you long to write a convincing paragraph with lots of wrong information about griffins, including an unfavorable comparison of them to Vetter's teacher, in his handwriting. The others look at you in admiration. Thanks a lot, buddy, the students say to you as they grab the papers and leave. Looks like you don't have to worry about them bothering you. Wonder if that's going to hurt our relationship with Vetter. Alright, so we brought up theory of astrology up by 1. You have learned about the graffiti room, which we can increase astrology, astronomy, increase art, and observability. You increased your revision methods as well, which is nice, I guess. And there was a astrology uh, test today. 101 Melocresta. Wow. Let's see. No one even comes that close to that except for maybe 88. But that's still a lot of points less. We had some classmates compete. Oh wait, what is this? Vincent succeeded at using friendly competition. Your relationship with him was temporarily increased by 3. Okay, that's fine. Forgery went up. And doesn't look like we took a hit with Vetter. So let's just keep continuing leveling up. We'll continue going back and forth with study levels and all that jazz. Easy day. Yeah, doesn't look like much happened. There was a music exam today. God, it's nice that all our exams were pretty much in the beginning. I didn't really count how many exams we did, so we might have another exam popping up. I should actually probably keep an eye out on that just in case. So let's see. Did anyone do great? Like so far, Evelyn with 53. 54 here by Floor. 100 by Kaja? Yeah, I'm gonna go with Kaja. So that's really good. I think she's like, yeah, she plays the violin. So her main concept is music. So that's not too surprising. She did really well. Durand is still competing for Durand's merit. And anyone else in that class? Oh, Melocresta is hanging out with Granny Enith. Alright. Friday. One of these days, I'll probably spend like an afternoon and go through all of these things and see what's useful. There's just so many abilities, though. Gonna stay at the library of Longshade. And I guess we'll continue with, we're not doing that. We're doing astrology and the theory of astrology.